Greg Rosenbaum, who has a tradition of hosting and chairing the annual Jewish Heritage Month celebration.
From the United States Senate with us today, and we want to make certain that you have the opportunity to hear from all of them. I will
to mark the Jewish heritage of him. He says, well, Joe Lieberman is not in the Senate anymore. I said, he's not, but Cory Booker is. Is he Jewish? I never knew he was Jewish.
To me, what has been so impactful on this nation hasn't been about adherence to Torah, how much so many generations of Jews have lived their faith, have manifested their values and their ideals and their engagement with the world. And through that unity that we can heal the world and come along. That is, to me, what has been so profound about the Jewish faith.
You just accept it. Please understand, angels from God told me they were going to do something. I wouldn't have the audacity or the chutzpah to argue with them.
Doors of the embassy when I was in Prague, Mezuzah, and I commented to Senator Hatch how marvelous it was that he had a mezuzah.
Almost 4 decades. It was given to me by a very nice rabbi and it has great meaning to me. I wear it every day. We all need to support Israel. Israel is... Their other brother, who's a fine doctor, is a great hero. Let me just say something. Known all these prime ministers, and I've liked every one of them. I remember Ariel Sharon. That's done. I haven't said all this at the time, but we did clear the way. And he was a great ambassador. Still is, as far as I'm concerned. Care a great deal for him.
So, the first time I ran against Norm Coleman, but this time I ran against a guy named Mike McFadden, my reelect. And so my campaign slogan used my parents valued the news a lot, the nightly news. So did anyone Shapiro, who's our rabbi, would talk about justice. He said, Hillel said it's not enough to be just, you have to do justice. I was living in New York at the time, they were still in Minnesota. My brother and I came back and stayed with my parents for the whole time. This is a big, big part of our culture. I'm glad to have been a part of it on the comedy side.
I always look forward to. The only thing I don't like about it is it always reminds me how fast the year goes by. It seems like it's about a month ago that I was with you all. But think about preferring or punishing people based upon how they worship would be a subversion of a tradition that is deep to Virginia, deep to America, and certainly deep. Matter on the Hill recently of controversy that our Jewish leaders around the country really helped us, and that is, what should our response be to refugees? A beautiful Senator Shaheen and others, we've been able to block that bill so far in the Senate. But when we stood up to say, refugees are not enemies, they're enemies.
Wonderful celebration of the contributions that Jewish Americans have made to this country, and it's wonderful to be able to talk about for a moment.
I was talking to Mr. Friedlander about this. He has we are working together to honor whom I consider a great Ohioan, the Jewish Abraham Joshua Hessel, as a scholar and a rabbi in Poland in the 1930s, left wisely. And the Hebrew Union College, as I think you know, was the center at one point of Reform Judaism. Cincinnati, when it was founded, as the Reform movement started. Abraham Joshua Heschel will credit Cincinnati with saving his life. It was quite a jolt to his being here. And I mean, we always look forward when Ezra asks us to come by. We always want to be here because we know there's going to be good people to reflect on our Jewish heritage and what that has meant. And yes, in Maryland, there are some great names.
that a people who fight for their own rights are only as honorable when they fight for the rights of all